Daiwa BREAM Australian Open 2024. We are live from the Drummoyne Sailing Club. We have had 33, well, it started with 33 anglers. We lost a few on the way due to some boat difficulties, etc. But 33 entrants fishing for $16,500 worth of cash. Plenty of Daiwa product as prizes. And we've got a bit of a crowd here at the weigh-in today. We're going to get these guys sorted out. This is one of the 2-3-day events that we run at ABT. One of them is the grand final when where the winning angler takes home about a $50,000 to $60,000 boat package, and then there's the Daiwa BREAM Australian Open, which we run here in Sydney Harbour each year. If you want to take a bit of time, Nicole, to get that audio sorted, it's all good now. All right, we are ready to weigh the first angler. Who's going to be up? Captain Timmy. Captain Timmy that drives the boat that is longer than I can walk without puffing. Mate, your bags have been getting better each day. You struggled on day one, got a bag on day two. You got a good bag today.
It's slightly better. There's still no good ones in there really, but I was just happy to improve each day, to be honest.
Yeah, look, it's one of those venues. The fishing was tough this year, but you keep coming back, don't you, because you love the challenge.
Yeah, after this year I'm not so keen on the Open anymore, but I didn't even hook a decent fish all week. It's not like I lost them. I just did everything small. Yeah.
What did you run over on the way to the start in the first day, mate?
I'm not sure.
Something. All right. Well, you got 5 fish there today. That's a decent Sydney Harbour bag. Let's see if we can knock over 2.5 kilos. You need 3.745 to take the lead, and that's with no one weighing in today. 2.545 kilos, mate. Well done. Go and let them go. You are the first to have weighed in. Next up, Uncle Wally Fay. He led the Open last year after day one. Didn't lead it after day one this year. And how many in there, Wal?
There's 5, mate.
5 there, and they are Gold Coast. You caught a bigger bag on the Gold Coast last week, didn't you?
Yeah, I did actually, yeah.
Let's get those 5 for you in there, Wally. Wally needs 3.675 to take the lead. You got 1.675. You got all the digits except one. Thanks, Wally. Hailed from South Australia. Lives in New South Wales now. Al Lister from ACT. What's going on, Al? The wheels have fallen off. There's only one left on your vehicle.
Wheels fell off the trolling motor, so I spent most of the day fixing that ready for the Hawkesbury.
So you'll concede this one and win some money on the weekend.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Good work. Al Lister, 1 fish today. Let's get it on the scales. 585 grams, mate. 15 of those, you probably get a paycheck. Good on you, Al. Who we got up next? Chris Greensill, all the way down from Queensland. Mate, you're catching the right size fish. Look at those things. They're all right. How many you got today?
Just 2 again.
Shout out to your daughter.
Hi, Abby. And I can't wait till she comes and fishes it, and I'll just be an observer.
That's right. You can be an observer and see her do it. Oh, you think it's that easy, Abby? You go and fish it. All right, 2 fish for Chris Greensill. You need 5.09 to take the lead. You've got 1.035. There you go, mate. Thank you for fishing the Open. And the last Queenslander we have here, the next Queenslander, Matthew Fatafay. Queenslanders know how to get in a weigh-in bag line early, don't you, buddy?
Yeah, you just don't be real good, so you don't have to weigh in too much.
You had some motor problems today, but you still caught some fish.
Yeah, still got 3 just floating down the cockle bed, dead stick in a grub.
Nice, and you caught your biggest fish of the week there. How long's that biggest one you caught?
It's like a 34 fork.
34 fork, nothing wrong with that. You need 3.765 to take the lead. You got 1.47 for those 3. Good on you, Matty. And I'm going to hand out a few more weigh bags now that the tubs are decongested. All right, let's get up Drew Griffith. Started the Open with a 40 centimetre forker on the first day, mate, but did you find any more 40 forkers or what?
I got a 34 in there today, so that was the best fish, and dropped a couple more.
All right, yeah, you got a good one. You only got 1, 2, 3, 4 though, mate.
Yep, 4 again.
Did you catch a limit this Open?
Nah, not this Open at all.
Sydney harsh to you?
Definitely, very harsh.
All right. We mastered the traffic at 5 in the morning though. We smashed that. 4 fish for Drew for 1.82 kilos. There you go, sir. No worries. And while we got the anglers filling up the bump tubs at the moment, let's go to a quick ad from Daiwa, our naming sponsor. We'll come back when they're full again and we'll smash through the second part of this weigh-in.
That's a decent one. Look at that.
Still turned up, still not pants though. So there he is.
All right, we are back for our second tranche of anglers weighing in for the Daiwa BREAM Australian Open. Crowie, leave them in the tub there, mate. Hang it over the edge. I want to have a chat to you. Brett Crowe follows us all around the country. We see him in Tassie. We see him up north. We see you all over the joint. You fish kayaks. You're a bit of an addict to this tournament fishing, mate. What gets you into it?
I just enjoy the challenge, and I don't like getting belted like I did today. I'm better than that on the harbour, but
It just keeps you coming back, doesn't it? Because it's not catching, it is fishing. Did you have a 5-fish day today, or was it a bit tougher than that?
she was rocks today.
Rocks today. Go get your rocks. Going to weigh them in. How many rocks did you get? 3 rocks. That's why you're good at kayak tournaments, mate. You're always catching 3 fish. 3 fish for Brett Crowe. And what do these fellas eat?
Brisky critters, bloodworms.
Risky critter in bloodworm. 1, 2, 3. Eating the sponsor's product. Let's see if we get to 1.5 kilos. 1.4 for your 3 there, Brett. Thank you for fishing with us again. We'll see you at the weekend. Next up, Adam Vixney. Started off slow, then ramped it up yesterday. And did you bring us another 5 fish today, Adam?
4 today, mate. 4.
4, and none of those huge things like you caught in the Hawkesbury the other year, mate. The open for you, good learning experience, but you're looking forward to this arena on the weekend, aren't you, the Hawkesbury?
Yes, yeah, definitely. Yep. So,
What was your gun bait today to catch these on?
cranky crab.
Cranker crab. There'll be a lot of fish this tournament caught on cranker crabs. You have 4 fish for 1.94. There your fish, sir. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the weekend. Next angler to weigh in, who is it? Jason Graham. Jason started a bit slow in his first day of the Open, but then ramped it up on day 2. And then what happened on day 3?
Slowed back down, mate.
It's interesting, these 3 days events, isn't it? The consistency is the key to a high placing.
Yeah, it was all me today. Terrible day.
Did what, bad execution or couldn't get the bites?
Bad execution.
All right. The fish executed you, basically.
Exactly.
All right. You've got 1, 2, 3 fish in there, and there is no kickers in there, are there? None at all. All right, Jason, 3 fish, and they go 1.055 kilos. There you go, and here is a harsh memory for you.
Thank you.
Right there. Good on you, Jason. Ben Breckenridge was observing this event a couple of years ago. He is now fishing it as a boater, and he hasn't even got a rain jacket on today, mate. How good is this sunshine?
Yeah, much better than yesterday.
Only a couple of showers today. You got a decent feeling bag of fish here, mate. A lot of guys struggled today, but you've got 5. What was the secret?
I just did what I knew. I knew that you can always catch them right up towards Silverwater there in the main channel. So after I hit the bridge, went up there, finished the bag off, and then just worked my way back down.
Nice work, mate. So that's 5 for you on the final day of the Open. See if they can pick up a couple of places. I'm just going to weigh that again because it's touching the sides. So 2.495. I might have ripped you off some weight then. There you go. Look at 2.52 is the actual weight because it was touching. There you go, mate. Well done. Thank you. Who knows? That 30 grams might be bragging rights over one of your mates. Bernie Kong struggled for bragging rights yesterday, but you got 5 fish for me today, Bernie.
Yes, I've got 5.
And did you do exactly what you did the other 2 days and they just worked today?
Nah, I did the opposite. I changed everything up.
What was your gun bait today?
The crab.
Cranker crab, all right. You got nice ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you reckon you got 3 kilos?
Nah.
No, 2.5 maybe. All right, let's get it on there, Bernie. You were wrong. 3.17 for you, mate. There you go. Hey, take your ticket. That's the one you want. Good on you, Bernie. First bag over 3 kilos we've seen today. We are saving the top 5 anglers to weigh in last. I'm Ad Food. You've been struggling with electric motor problems all weekend. Did you get it sorted today? Is it all good, or are you still floating around aimlessly?
There's still some issues there, but we'll get it sorted.
And you got 5 though?
Yeah, got 5, yeah.
You don't have to give up, do you? You just keep on catching them. Yeah. Let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you reckon they're going to go?
2, 8.
2, 8. And what was your gun bait today?
Cranker crab.
Cranker crab. A lot of people saying it. They're catching the fish. You know your stuff, mate. 287 for you there. Good on you, Ahmad. Well done. All right, next up, Victoria's own Mario Vukic. Now, there's a couple of competitions going on here. There's the Australian Open, but there's also Mario v. Jesse. How's Mario v. Jesse going today? Has he got you covered today?
Oh, I think he probably had me covered today, but it'll be a close one.
All right, we'll have to put that on. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those big fish that you got onto last year eluded you.
They weren't there.
They might have been there. You might have been able to catch them. There you go. That is dying with a whimper there, mate. 1.835 for 5 fish. Good on you. Well done, Mario. Absolute gentleman of the sport. Drops 5 kilo bags all over the joint in Victoria. Jamie Johnson, he's back. Driving that nice purple skeeter around, mate. You had a nice comfy day on Sydney Harbour, and I'm counting 4 there. Is there one I can't see?
No, there's not.
Did you bring me 4 yesterday?
3 yesterday.
Well, you've improved then, mate. What was your gun bait today? What did you catch those fish on?
I hit a patch of boats, about 20 boats in a bay, pulled 3 off 3 boats in a row, then pulled a 4th one and thought, I'll get a 5th. By 9, that was at 9:30 and
5 hours later, nothing.
Yeah.
What do they eat?
A chubby.
Chubby, nice. Cranking the boats with a chubby. Haven't heard of that so far. 4 fish for 1.79. There is your Day 3 Open ticket, sir. Thank you very much. Whew, the next tranche of anglers is all emptied the tubs now. We do have some more coming in, but if you want to run a quick dial or ad, we're going to be back with the next tranche of anglers to weigh in. All right, we are back. We have our third tranche of anglers to weigh in for the Daiwa BREAM Australian Open Day 3. This is the moving day. This is the day that we give away all the cash. I've got novelty checks here, $1,500 for 5th, right up to $6,000 for first, and a whole lot of awesome Daiwa tackle here. Next angler to weigh in, Mr. Perry. Looks like you got a decent sack on you there today, mate. Was it a good day for you?
It was, yeah. In the afternoon, the morning was real tough, and then just brained them at the end.
It came good. What adjustment did you make to make it happen?
Slow down.
Plastics, hard bodies, what?
Plastics and vibes.
Nice. Slow down.
Last cast, brained it. Last pipsqueak went out of the bag, and I was happy about that.
And you were doing high fives all over the place. You got one real nice one in there, mate. You got 5 good fish. It's going to go about 3 and a bit, doesn't it? 3 something. Mr. Perry. How about 3.245, mate? 3 days of that, you get paid at the Open. You didn't do it for 3 days, sorry. We'll see how you end up in the standings. Next up, Taka Kawasaki. Bring him up, Taka. One of the brains behind a lot of the baits that we're all throwing, those rods that are there, and you got yourself a decent limit of fish there today, mate. I saw you over at Middle Harbour. You did the big run across there. How does that little nitro go across that open water?
Snapped a sound amount.
Nice, so you went pretty hard.
It wasn't really rough for me.
What Daiwa bait did you use to catch these guys?
I've actually learnt from you, watching highlights and whatnot, so I've done exactly what you like to do, so it wasn't Daiwa bait today.
Oh, no Daiwa baits. All right. I don't know what it was, but you got good muscles there, mate. There you go, 2.31 kilos for you, Taka. Thank you very much, mate. Good to see you at the Open. Next angler up, Tommy Slater. Bring your fish into this side, Tommy. Leave them in there and come and have a chat with us. Because, you know, the Open's pretty famous for maybe some tough fishing, some hard days, and also breaking stuff, mate. Tell us your breaking stuff story, because you were right up there after day 2.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, day 1.
Day 1. I wasn't up there after day 2, but yeah, had a bit of an electrical issue in the boat, and we might have almost caught fire at about 9:30 yesterday, so that was entertaining, if not scary.
Well, at least the rain would have put the fire out.
Yeah, and the 2 fire extinguishers that I had.
Mate, you struggled in yesterday. You limped in with 2 kilos, but you had a better day on the water today.
Yeah, a little bit better. To be honest, I caught them in the same spots I caught them yesterday and the day before. Yesterday's were just really small. Today's were about the same as the first day, probably.
There you go. All right, we'll go get your fish. Tommy Slater needs 2.6 kilos to take the lead at the moment. Got a few guns to weigh in still, mate, but you were second in this event last year. You got a decent sack of fish there, mate. It's definitely going to have a 3 in front of it, isn't it? There's one nice one in there.
Yeah, it should be 3 something, maybe.
All right. Let's see if we can put 3 point something on the scales for Tommy. Stop. How about 3.045, mate? Grab your ticket there. Thank you very much to you and Daiwa for fishing the event and sponsoring the event. Leading. Tommy, you're leading the Open, mate. Blake O'Grady. Bring him up, mate. You had a slow first day, but you got us 5 yesterday. Did you bring us another limit of 5 today, Blakeo?
Yes, 5 today.
Nice, mate. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. You got a couple of nice ones, mate. You just need to throw the little ones out, replace them with those big units.
Yeah, I did leave one under the bridge. That gave me a bit of a dusting on 10 pounds. So.
What was your choice bait for today?
Cranker crabs and crabbies.
Nice. Anything with a crustacean in it got eaten, it sounds like. And your fish go 3.06 kilos, mate. Well done. Good on you, Blakeo. Short for Blake O'Grady. Frank Cabaretta, bring him up, mate. Famous for his mid-morning coffees and what, a coffee and a muffin or no, oatmeal, isn't it?
Yeah, not today. I had my oatmeal, but not my coffee.
How many fish you got in this bag?
5.
We're going to check them in there. That's my job, checking it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what do you reckon she's going to go? 2.2. 2.2. I reckon more. I've got confidence in you, mate. Look at that. What about 2.63? You are Chris Hickson like in your estimation ability, i.e. rubbish. Good on you, Franco. Cheers, mate. Frank is a stalwart of the Open, likes fishing it each year. Matty Hall probably got the trophy for burning the most fuel this event, mate. How much did you go through today?
I'm running on fumes at the moment. So,
So a whole tank over the 3 days?
Close to.
Nice. Oh, well, that's only about $400 worth. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for us there, mate. What do you reckon they're going to weigh?
2.2.
2.2. I reckon more. And what was the gun bait for today?
Brown light crab.
Brown light cranker crab. Everyone throwing the cranker crabs. And look at that, 2.36. See? Happy days. Good on you, Matty. All right. Is your nickname Zeus? Dane Tomaszewski. I can see how you get that, mate. We're in that pimped out little bass cat there, and you have got an absolute cracker on top there, but it is hiding a couple of pipsqueaks underneath. It's the way they do it. You always got to check that the undersized ones aren't underneath. But Dane, slow day 1, big day 2, and an average day 3.
Yeah, it was not bad. I was pretty happy with the way it fished, and yeah.
Let me just get a weight on these first, and then I'm going to ask you about your Open experience. 2.765. Grab that there, mate. Your first Australian Open. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up. Definitely thumbs up. It was a great experience. Anyone wants to do it, spend the money, come and do it. It's awesome.
There you go. That's the unpaid advertisement. You actually paid us. That's how it works. All right, Dave Masters. We know Dave at the starts because he was wearing some hat that made him look like a bunny rabbit or a Pokemon or something this morning, mate. What is that thing?
It's a snow leopard.
A snow leopard. Oh, that's like a Gussie hat that wins the classic, the Canadian snow leopard. Is that 3 for us today? Is there another little one hiding under?
That is 3.
Okay, 3 for you, Dave. It's been a tough Open for you, mate. You normally can catch them in this joint.
Yeah, I had no electronics today, no motor, no trolling motor, no sounders, so I was sort of floating around on a pontoon today.
All right, well, you got 3 ones. 1.11 for your 3 fish, mate. Well done. Thank you. Who we got next? We call him Lamps, but you pronounce it Lampsakianos. I've got a good A. I've only taken me 15 times to get it right. You have got a limit every day of this event. You were sitting in the top 10 this morning, and, mate, that's another decent bag. Going to keep you up there.
Yeah, I was the last 2 casts. I got my last 2 fish, believe it or not.
Why do you leave it so late?
I don't know. It was a cranker crab too. That got it.
Is it more stress for you at work or in the water when you've only got 3 fish?
Definitely on the water. Definitely.
All right, let's get your weight on these fish. You need 2.935 to take the lead. 2.935 we're looking for. You got 2.62 there, and that keeps you up there, Stephen. There you go. There's your ticket. There's your fish. Well done, buddy. Steve Lampsakianos. That's going to put you in about 2nd or 3rd? 2nd. Nice. All right, Mitchie Hines. Mate, you started in 1st gear. You knocked up to about 3rd gear yesterday, and reckon you knocked her up another gear today.
Yeah, hopefully.
You got 5 for us?
Yeah, 5 in there. 5 squeakers.
What was they're not squeakers, mate. They're good Sydney fish. And what was the gun bait for you today?
Bit of top water, bit of everything, really.
Nice top water. I like the sound of that. Water's nice and warm at the moment.
Yeah.
I like eating the top water. All right. You need... No, I haven't got the thing on the board there. You need more than 2.605 to take the lead. Thanks for fishing with us, Mitchie. Well done. Leaving there, Cromo. Come and have a chat to us. Before this event, there was talk that if Cromo didn't do that good in the Open, Your lovely cameraman was going to ditch you and go with someone better. Unfortunately, they didn't ditch you. They went out today and apparently had a good day.
I did have a good day. Yeah, it was a little bit of digging myself back out of a hole a little bit. I went and just crushed a few spots that I knew there would be better fish, and that was my game plan all day today. Was just I always try and just get my 5, and today I threw caution of the wind and just went for it a bit.
Give us a bit of information for the people looking down all these cameras that's going to help them catch more fish in Sydney. What are they going to throw? It's no secret anymore. What are you going to catch them on?
Look, you're going to see in July on the new episode, but look, yesterday it was cranker crab, and today, and I said yesterday, grub, small fish, cranker crab, big fish. Today it was completely the opposite. So heaps of goop, heaps of scent on the lure, sat them on the bottom for ages, and they just couldn't resist it. I think the tail on those bait junkie grubs just sits there and wiggles without any action, which is a little bit what the crabs do as well, I guess, but they just couldn't resist it, and it was just gulp time. They were onto it, and not gulp the lure. It was gulp the product.
Big disclaimer: not gulp. All right, go get those fish, mate. You need 3.085 to take the lead currently. We are holding the top 5 anglers for the end, but have I got a 4 kilo bag today? I've seen a bag each day they happen. Feels 4 kilos to me, mate. Might be more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's your guess?
I hope 4.
I reckon it's more. I filled a 4 kilo bag yesterday. It felt just like that. 4.09 for you, Buggy. Well done. There's a 4 kilo bag today. And have a look in there. There's a couple of fish that are in that kilo class. And one sort of little pipsqueak 30 in there.
Yeah, the 30 let me down, which, it's still a good day when you have a 30 as your smallest fish.
Good stuff, mate. You are leading the Daiwa BREAM Australian Open at the moment. If we haven't got many more guys to weigh in, can I get the top 5 to grab the bags, please? I'm going to weigh in Jesse Roten at the moment. Top 5, nice. Jesse, you got to get 1.8 something to cover Mario today. That's the subplot of the Open. It's which of the Victorians is going to be the best Victorian every day. He's done you 2 days in a row. Do you reckon you got enough to cover him today?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
It's going to be very close, but yeah.
All right. What did Mario get? 1.86, I think it was. I reckon you got about 1.7 here. I lied, but you still ain't got enough. 1.805. Well done, mate. What was your gun bait today?
Today I used a Keytech Spider, but the other days it was a 295 flick in lemongrass colour, and I went through a lot. I had to borrow packets off Mario.
Borrow means take and never give back.
Yeah, and also Dave brought some up too, and I went through those. I can't believe how many leather jackets and other things are out there that just gobble them up.
They reckon, mate. Grab your ticket there. Good on you, Jesse. Thank you for coming all the way up from Victoria. We might jump to another Daiwa ad while we get the top 5 lined up. And we're going to come back to you with the denouement of this event.
That's a decent one. Look at that.
Still turned up, still not pantso. So there he is.
don't think we got pantsed by a fish all day on any plastic. And
No.
that's like a genuine truth as well.
Yeah,
I
no
don't think
super
we had
glue,
it pulled off.
no super glue, no like fixing up of plastics. It was just it was a good day catching fish out of the racks.
All right, this is the exciting part of the afternoon. We have our top 5 to weigh in. There are 5 anglers left to decide who wins all this cash. There's $6,000 for first. There's $1,000 for sixth. There are various amounts in between 6th and 10th. I think we have some fantastic Daiwa tackle, including some of their rods, reels, leaders, lures, jig heads, etc. So somebody who's not in this top 5, who's ever leading at the moment, is probably going to get $1,000, which is probably at least Mark Crompton. So I think Mark Crompton's going to already get paid. Now we're going to weigh the top 5 in at the moment, and the order of that is: I'm in 5th, Daniel Bonacorso's in 4th, Jamie McEwen was in 3rd, Liam Carruthers was in 2nd, and Chris Hickson was leading come this morning. I didn't watch the live show. I did watch the scoreboards a little bit. The estimator scoreboard showed Jamie McEwen having a great day, Chris Hickson having an ordinary day. I had a good day. Nobody knows I haven't seen what Daniel's done. And Liam Carruthers, I saw him upgrade just at the last 5 minutes of the boat straight out the front here. So it's going to be, the estimated scoreboard's cool, but we don't know who's won until we put those fish on the scales. Now, Wally Fay, you are my proxy here, mate. Grab some fish across, and you're going to weighmaster them for me, mate. So tell me that they're all legal and there's only 5 in there.
Yes, how many fish have you got in here, Steve?
I've got 5 in there, mate. Wrap it up, put them in the bag there. Wally's might have a new future here as a weighmaster. There you go, 3.49 kilos. Thanks, mate. Take that, Wally. Thank you very much. Needed 295 to take the lead, so... Nah, that's right. You can let him go. All right, 4th place. Coming in this morning, Daniel Bonacorso. Bring him up, Daniel. Daniel Bonacorso needs 3.32 kilos to take the lead, mate. Let me have a feel of the bag. Oh, you've easily got... Were you fudging out there, buddy?
Oh, the app stopped working.
The app stopped working. You have got one of the biggest bags that I have felt all week. That is a cracker, mate. What do you reckon you got? You reckon you might have 4.5?
Oh, maybe 4 if I'm lucky.
I reckon you got more than that. You need 3.32 kilos, which I think you have easily. There are some giants in here. Let's get a weight on it. Daniel Bonacorso to take the lead of the Open. 4.61 kilos. Congratulations, mate. Before you take those fish, take us a little bit through your strategy today, mate. You said you only caught 6 fish yesterday. What happened today? How did you turn it around?
I worked out a pattern on day 1, and I just stuck to that same pattern all 3 days, and it worked. It had the better quality fish. And
you're allowed to tell us what it is now, because no one's competing anymore.
It was a mixture of soft plastics, mussels. I got one or two on a crankbait. It was just covering as much ground as possible. That's pretty much it.
Well, that was very non-specific, mate. Take those fish and go get your photo taken. I'm sure we're going to get it out of you in the final interview if no one manages to beat that bag. What do we say in the Open? Somebody always comes in with a big cracking bag at the end. Daniel Bonacorso is that man at the moment. 3rd place yesterday, Jamie McEwen. Had a good day, and I assume you were crankbaiting boats like you have been doing for a couple of days, mate. Take us through your day. I'll get a weight on these fish for you first. Unfortunately, it's not 4.6 kilos like that just saw. Did that come out of left field for you?
Oh, no, I did hear that he had a good bag, so was expecting it.
So your expectations have been managed. You need to take the lead, 4.545 kilos. And you've weighed 5 kilo bags in the Open, so you know what they feel like. 3.485 for you, mate. Well done. Jamie McEwen. Now, wait a sec. I don't want you to go first. I want you to take us through. People watching this live stream want to catch some fish on the boats. What lure are they going to use? And does it matter what boat you fish? Are they on everything?
No, so it was boats that had a little bit of like barnacle sort of stuff on it, not ones that were super clean or super dirty, and zip baits, cams and tinies. And in the mornings, like when it was overcast and stuff, it was the one with the chrome flash, and then I went back to a darker one out throughout the day, sort of just swapped them over.
There you go, mate. Well, that's much more specific. I appreciate that. So if you want to go get some zip bait cams and tinies, they're imported by a good sponsor of ABT's, Frogley's Offshore. Let's get our next angler up. Where are we up to? 2nd place. 2nd place last night was Liam Carruthers. We've seen him win an ABT Grand Final before. But more importantly, I think I saw you upgrade in the last 5 minutes off that boat out there, mate.
Yeah, mate, I did, but it's not going to do much to the scoreboard, I tell you right now.
Tell us, so every event, every day so far, you said you've struggled early and come good late. What happened today?
So I never had a pattern the last two days. So what happened is on day one when we had all the rain, I come out and found 3 water pipes and they were dripping into the water, and I dropped the crab on each overflow, and I got a 36, a 34 and a 33. Yesterday, I had 2.1 kilos at about 120. I drove upriver and there was a barge loading channel markers on a dock, and he had his motor engaged and it was in gear. I threw in the prop wash and I went 35, 34 and 32.
Let me just put this in. I'll get you a weight while we finish the story, mate. You've got 2.14 there. Take us through today.
Today there was no rain and no barge. So
you're the only person in the field that was wanted to rain.
I really wanted it to rain. So no rain, no barge equaled me burning a lot of fuel and probably a fair bit of comedy for the observer. But
there you go. What are you looking for? Oh, barge was just working.
Yeah, no, I was running around. I was panicking. I was trying to make it work, but we just couldn't get it done, and it just wasn't good enough. So whoever takes it out's really earned this one.
There you go. 2.14 kilos puts you in 5th place at the moment. Well done, mate. There is your ticket. Thank you very much for being so competitive the last few days. Where is Daniel? Come up here, Daniel. You're in the hot seat, buddy. In the hot seat. You have been a supporter of the Australian Open for how many years we've been fishing this event?
All right, so I fished the very first Oz Open. I think it was in 2005 or 6.
2000, yeah, at the showgrounds there, and we had about 1,000 people watching the weigh-in with the big tank.
Yeah, it was a teams event. I think I was about 16 years old. So I fished the event in a boat with no electric motor. It had oars.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I haven't had a boat for so many years, and then I fished maybe the last 4 or 5 years. Yep. Yeah, so
a dream of yours to finally win an event this big, get a big prize check with it. You get to take old Greg home for the year.
Yeah, I just want the trophy. I mean, I'll take the money, but it's the trophy that I'm after. Yeah, so it would be nice, but I don't know what Chris has, and yeah.
Well, he's got some fish there, but mate, the trophy, it's called the Greg Lee Memorial Trophy. Did you meet Greg Lee when he was alive?
I did. I actually non-boated with him back in the day on Sydney Harbour.
Yep.
Yeah, so no, he was a great guy, and yeah.
He was a great supporter of the Open, and he has got his name firmly emblazoned on the bottom of that trophy there. If you ever held this trophy, I'm going to get you to feel it at the moment, mate. It weighs a bit over 6 kilos, this bag. Not as, it's a big heavy sucker, isn't it? Yeah. Feel good?
It does, yeah. Can I hold on to it?
Not yet. All right, you get to keep that for a year. You get this little one here. There's a $6,000 check there, and there is one man in the road. Daniel, come back in, mate. Come back here. Chris Hickson needs 3.9 kilos. Come here, mate. Bring those fish over here. Nah, come and have a chat. Come and have a chat. Leave them in there. Come and have a chat. Look, sun's still up, mate. Got nothing much else to do this afternoon. Chris Hickson, you dominated this event for the first 2 days. You brought over 4 kilos on day one. It dropped a little bit to 3.5 sort of kilos yesterday, but still, that is a solid bag. 3 days of 3.5 kilos always get you there in the Open, right up there. And today, we always call the Open a test match. It's 3 days and you have to do well for 3 days. Tell us about your day on the water.
It was pretty well, to be honest, it was pretty well as I expected. It was really tough. No issue catching fish, no issue catching numbers of fish and legal fish, just big issues trying to find something decent. The first day I ran and gun a bit. I fished really hard in the areas that I was. And did get some good bites, but I knew that they were fairly residential, and there was not much in between, not much with them. I had one boat each day east. I think I got like a 36, a 28, and a just legal off the first day, a 32, a 30, and a little one off the second day. None of it today. Went to go there later on. There was a boat there, so scrapped that. I just wasn't on a lot of fish. To be honest, I fished really well. Like, I was clean the whole time. I just wasn't on the fish to do it. And once those things ran out east, I didn't have a great backup plan. As I said, no issue catching fish. I just did not know where to go to get the big ones.
What sort of weight do you think you got?
No, I've got no idea. Like 2 kilos.
I know it's an academic question asking that because you don't know what you got. Go get your bag. The scales know what you got. You need 3.9 kegs to take the lead. Give Daniel a bit of bag. It's a decent bag.
It's not 3.9.
It's probably not 3.9. I haven't got the way there. You need 3.9 kilos. Let's make it official. See, Daniel Bonacorso is the Australian Open champ for the year. Chris Hickson weighs 2.51. We have a new champion, Daniel Bonacorso. Chris Hickson's already won it. Come in close there, mate. Get out front there and hold that sucker high. Get out front of the tent. Come on. Hold it high. Round of applause for our new champion, Daniel Balnacorso. He's been fishing this event for a long time, and he has got the just rewards. All right, mate, bring it back in here. I want a little bit more, before I let you go and give you some money, I want a little bit more specifics about some baits and some tackle. What sort of area of the harbour were you fishing in? Come over this way, mate. Got to be in front of the camera.
All right, so I started west each day, just around here, and I did move east towards the latter part of the day. I was mainly fishing isolated pontoons, so wherever you'd see a stretch and there'd be like 1 or 2, 3 pontoons, I'd target those areas. I just felt that with all the rain, the wind, they just hold and concentrate on those particular sorts of structure.
What was your gun? If you'd pick one bait to do that run that you did today, what would it be?
So the old Berkeley Gulp Crawl, it's 3-inch, but we cut them down to 2-inch. When they discontinued them, however many years ago, I probably would have bought about 200 packets. So I've still got a couple left, and they are a gun bait for this fishery.
What's going to happen when they run out?
I might just make my own. Yeah, I won't match the Gulp, texture, but I'll try. I'll get close. Yeah.
Mate, any sponsors that you want to thank? Anyone else you want to thank? This is a great win for you.
Yeah, look, obviously thanks to all the competitors, thanks to ABT, thanks to my family. Obviously they've had to put up with me for the last few days. It's been good.
Awesome, mate. The Daiwa BREAM Australian Open is a champion event. We have a new champion, mate. I'm going to give you this check here to take as well. We will give you some actual money in the presentation, but mate, go get some photos taken and get the accolades of your fellow competitors. We're going to be back in 5 minutes for a presentation for you guys. Live stream, guys. That's it.